Hi, today we're going to make a real simple, delicious beef pot roast. The star of the show is a boneless chuck roast. And what else we'll need is one onion, salt and pepper, and optionally you could add garlic. First thing I do is to salt all surfaces. When I say all surfaces, I also mean the sides. This is about a 2-inch thick pot roast, about 3 pounds. Alright, the pot roast has been salted. I'm going to let it rest for about a half hour before I start cooking. Ideally, you want to salt and let it rest overnight in the fridge. Even though I said the garlic was optional, but I think it adds some nice flavor to the pot roast. What I've done is take some garlic cloves and cut them into slivers. And what I'll do is insert it into the roast at all the different muscle locations. So here's a big muscle. So I'll just insert a few cloves into the muscle. Just like that. The garlic has been inserted into the major muscles. Next, I'll just salted already pepper on all sides. And now I'm going to brown before putting in the oven. Alright, the beef has been browned on both sides. Probably 2.5 minutes per side. Now what I'll do is take the onion that I've cut into rings and just place it on the bottom of the pan. The beef is going to rest on top of the onions while it cooks, and no other juices needed. And if you had any leftover garlic, just spread it on top of the roast. Alright, that's it for the simple recipe. Salt the beef, add pepper, stab it, and add garlic. Brown both sides, put it on a bed of onions and any extra garlic, put it on top. Now we'll cover and bake at 250 hour per pound. This was a 3.81 pound pot roast, so roughly 4 hours in the oven. So cover and don't need to look at it anymore. It's going into the oven. Alright, the pot roast has been in the oven for 4 hours at 250 degrees. Here's how it looks after all that cooking time. Remember, we started with just onions and beef and garlic, no liquid added, and over the 4-hour cooking time, we have broth. A flavorful broth. Here's the finished roast after an hour waiting. I've put it on a serving plate and now I'm going to cut. And also the juices I put into a fat separator. So we'll have juices on the bottom and the fat on top. But the way I usually serve this is to break it at the muscle sections. Oh wow, very tender. And just slice it into nice little slices. It's going to fall apart because but I'll try to at least get good portions. Alright, I've cut half of the pot roast. It itself is, you could have shredded it with a fork. Also cook some buttered broccoli, and what you could do with the juices is just add a little of the juices on top to add more flavor, and you separate out the fat. Here's what I'm having for dinner. Beef pot roast, very tender, moist, simple to make, 4 hours, an hour rest. Buttered broccoli and a green salad with a vinaigrette. I like the vinaigrette to offset some of the fattiness of the beef. Enjoy.